Alright, so this video is on the Big C copyright Boba Fett. This is one that I wanted to do for a while. One of my all-time favorite variants in the Star Wars line. This one here, the reason we call it the Big C copyright, I'll show you. We got this one are both Big C copyright. This is just a regular one. I just have it out here to show you the difference. And I'm going to turn these around. And first we're going to start off by showing why it's called the Big C copyright. So this is a regular one. And as you can see, the copyright symbol is small. The letters are closer to, or a little bit farther apart, a little bit smaller. The Hong Kong is a little bit smaller. And then you come over here and you can see the lettering is sharper. The copyright C is much bigger. The lettering, you can see the CPG is really close together. Another difference is the other Boba Fetts are usually glossy plastic. Big C is a matte looking, non-glossy plastic, also much softer. The Big C Kenner Boba Fetts are much softer plastic than the small C's. This one here is pretty cool. It's another Big C, but you can see there's no copyright. That's because this one was made specifically for Meccano, which was the French factory, or the French toy company who released the toys in France. And all evidence points to this being made specifically for France. Probably still in Asia. I don't believe that Meccano did any plastic injecting molding in France. I think they had them imported, but so this one here is pretty cool. One of the differences too, you can see, is all the other Hong Kongs, even the Taiwans, have that bump on the left arm on the top of the rocket pack there. Big C does not. So when you're shopping for one of these online on eBay or somewhere, a lot of times, in fact, I don't think I've ever seen a seller listing it as a Big C. Most of them don't know. So, and sometimes they don't take very good pictures of the country of origin or date stamps. So that's one way you'll be able to tell if you're looking for a Big C, is that it doesn't have that bump that one has. The other difference is most of the Hong Kong Boba Fetts have a little bit lighter shade of blue. That's almost got, to me, a little bit of a purple tint, and then you can see how dark the Big C jetpack is. Meccano has not quite as dark, at least my example. Some other differences, I'll turn these on their sides. Up here, I've actually taken the time to count, and there's actually more of these little squares like that on the Big C than the regular Hong Kongs. If you look right here, it's a really small line in the side. That one's more pronounced, so I'm looking right there. That one's a little more pronounced than the regular Hong Kongs. So Meccano used the Big C mold when they made their figures for France. What's interesting about this one is the bicolor belt. So you can see the middle, as part of the torso, has a little bit of a reddish tint to it and a darker brown on the legs for the belt. This Meccano is pretty uniform, I guess. I wouldn't consider that a bitone. Other differences with these, if you look down at the knee, a little bit of a difference in the little hole here and the knee pad here compared to the Big C. Another thing with the Big C is most of them have that really nice bright green chest armor, the paint on there, whereas the Hong Kongs don't. Now, there's a lot of different variations for the Hong Kong chest paint, so that's just one. But the Big C Also, up on this arm, if you look on the left shoulder, turn these around, he has more of these dots right in here than the regular Hong Kongs have. And there's some other subtle differences too. On the side, the rocket, a little bit, you can see the Hong Kong, the small C I should say, right here is a little bit more narrow triangle than the big C. So a lot of differences. It's a lot of fun to collect. I'm going to bring this up and show you the rest of them in my collection. So we're looking at this line right here are all big C. And you can see that one's got a little bit different chest color. But most of them have that really bright green. And this one here, it's kind of hard. That one's also a bicolor belt with the lighter brown on the pants or on the legs and a darker brown on the torso. But you can spot it a mile away by that absence of the bump right there. So if you're shopping for one online and the seller didn't take very good pictures of the COO, which is common, look for that, and then you'll know whether you have a big C Boba. Also, I don't know if you can tell here, but the paint really pops, that chest paint. So that's the rest of my Kenner Boba Fetts. Missing a couple that are over on the desk right now, but so big C Boba, again, softer plastic, matte finish plastic. It's not shiny like the regular ones. Different chest paint, and then as you can see, there's even some variations in that. So, but the big C Boba Fett, and there's 2 different country of origin stamps. I have some of each. You can go on variantvillain.com and you can look at the differences in the COOs. But that's big C Boba Fett. Come back up here. Steven Spielberg I am not, but I got some cool figures that I can share. So that's the video on big C Boba Fett.